For this quiz question is asking me to determine which equation best agrees with the data given. So with all of this given, I found the grams of carbon dioxide produced by the reaction. So to get that, I did the grams of mixture before minus the grams of the mixture after the reaction. And that I know because theoretically all the carbon dioxide is gonna become gas, and it's just gonna release in the air. So to find the grams of carbon dioxide, I just see how much the reaction loses weight. So this is how much it lost. It lost 0.73 grams of carbon dioxide. Well, that many grams, and I just assumed that that was carbon dioxide. Then I convert that to moles. So it was 0.0166 moles of carbon dioxide. And then I did the moles of sodium bicarbonate. So from that, this number I just got it from the givens right here. And then, so I did that, I converted to moles, and I got 0.0242 moles of sodium bicarbonate. So I did the ratio from sodium bicarbonate versus carbon dioxide. So I got 1.46 which was roughly 3.2. But since in the reaction, in the three options, there's not a 2 to 3 ratio from these two compounds, I just chose which one was my closest equation that agree with that number, with this number. So I just found that B was the closest, the best that agree with the data that I was given. So all of that, I explained it here on the second question. It says, of the three suggested reactions based on your chemistry knowledge, which should be the correct reaction and why? So I said the equation B was the closest correct answer to my results. And that because since I had 0.0242 moles of sodium bicarbonate and 0.0166 moles of carbon produced, so the reaction between them was 1.46 to 1. So I thought the ratio from the sodium bicarbonate versus carbon dioxide of the three reactions. So reaction A, the ratio was 1 to 2. For B was 1 to 1, and for C was 2 to 1. And since I had more moles of sodium bicarbonate than moles of carbon dioxide in the equation, I just cross A as an answer, equation A as an answer, because that says that there are more moles of carbon dioxide than sodium bicarbonate, and in my results, in my data given, that was not true. So I just canceled that one. And I was just debating on whether it was reaction B or C. But since 1.46 is closest to 1 than to 2, I just said the reaction B was the closest or the best option. And then he says, what are some light sources of error in this experiment that would affect your results and determine the correct reaction? So I said two examples. One of them was like if some of the carbon dioxide could not be gas, and instead it would just remain in the liquid state, that would give me a calculation of less moles of CO2, because I would not be I would not account that carbon dioxide produced in the reaction, and I would think that not much weight was lost in the reaction. And then I did the second example, that there could be some spill of acetic acid, so that the grams of the acetic acid lost in the spill could be mistaken for grams of carbon dioxide produced in the reaction, therefore having more moles of carbon dioxide. Because since if I would think that if I wouldn't account for the spill acetic acid, I would think that the lost weight was the more moles produced of carbon dioxide that were released into the air.